Welcome back to Link Cable and Team Fortress 2. We're back at it again. Yeah! Alright. We're both
playing soldiers because we're scrubs.
Oh, I do have the sword out still. Oh, jeez. And I dived right into a nasty situation. Against a heavy with a Beethoven wake, I guess. So many hats in this game anymore. I always see new ones.
Yeah. Although, between now and the last time I played, they didn't add as many weapons as I had expected. It's mostly just hats that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Well, now we're just trying to wrestle the... We're playing King of the Hill, in case you didn't notice from the obvious... Oh, spy. Yes.
Got rocked by a spy.
Currently, at least we're in the lead. Oh.
No thanks to me.
Nope.
I'm doing better than you. Well, we have the same score, actually. So,
Slightly better. Slightly better.
I was streaming with Matt yesterday, and we were trying out... Are you familiar with Red Orchestra at all?
I haven't played it, but I know what it is, vaguely.
Do you have any concept of, how that game sort of functions?
That I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of it, really. I just kind of, saw some screenshots sometime. But you guys were streaming it?
It's a World War II shooter, but it also has, a realism mode to it, where, you do more damage and can't take as much damage.
Yeah.
So, one shot will kill a person. And if it doesn't, they're probably bleeding out and might die.
Okay.
Unless they get to cover to bandage, immediately. And it's interesting, they're coming out with this new version of it called Rising Storm, which is set in the Pacific Theater. So it's Japan versus America, where the original Red Orchestra was America and Germany.
Okay.
But one of the things that's great about it is that, in World War II, they don't, have a shit ton of, fully auto weapons yet. A lot, primary issue for regular infantrymen is still, single shot or bolt action. So it's, that combined with the difficulty is, makes for a much different shooter experience. It's not, rushing forward and stuff. You actually have to, hang back, and cover people.
Is that the type of game where you can't really, charge ahead on your own? You need, a platoon or something just to get anywhere?
Pretty much. I mean, you don't need, a straight-up huge group of people, but if you just run in by yourself, you're probably going to get shot and killed on your way there. Although, there is a morale system, and the Japanese can all bonsai, and I believe when you have multiple people bonsaiing, it decreases the morale of the defenders, which makes it harder to aim and stuff. So, as a result, realistically, you could have a bunch of Japanese players just rush forward and go to town.
Alright.
In any case, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've been playing it, all day.
I saw you playing it on Steam.
Sweet Jesus. And this is a major difference from that.
Right, where you can just soak up tons of bullets.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Oh, fuck. I got auto-balanced.
Wow.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, hey when you get auto-balanced, especially when you're about to win on the other team.
Yeah, and partially due to me.
Oh god.
Screw you, Joe. Well, that's game. Run, cowardly.
better run. Well then, good warm-up. Ugh.
Yeah, if you like getting auto-balanced in the last 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. King of the Hill is always like... I play that like mostly, even though it's all like arena, just rush in and die repeatedly. It's just like really quick, fast-paced arena match.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fun sometimes.
It can be.
Because, I mean, like, I don't really care for it anymore. But back in the day, I used to actually like Call of Duty a fair bit, as opposed to Halo, which was like the two big ones at the time. Because this was when Modern Warfare 3 came out, and it was before like Battlefield became its main competitor.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it specifically because it was kind of arcadey, and fast-paced.
Right.
But then, like, I feel like, for as fun as that is, there's only so much of it I can take. Because it's just so... I was kind of talking to Matt about this, too, like, for as hard as Red Orchestra is, it's kind of relaxing because you're not, like, constantly having to, like, go crazy and twitch reflex everything.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the appeal on that, and something that's a bit more focused. This is kind of just wet and wild all the time. Something that requires a bit more strategy is always a good thing.
To be fair, this is, like, even more complex, like an arcade game than something like Call of Duty, simply because of the class system. Whereas,
yeah, and that isn't to say that TF2 isn't deep. I wasn't meaning to imply that or anything, but that doesn't require a strategy. But
it's just that I feel like it's got more to offer me in a long-term scenario, because you have like this class setup that makes the game more interesting in the long term, because you can change your roles around.
Yeah, and I like doing that on the fly too. And it's like it's way much more diverse than something like Battlefield is to me. Like in Battlefield, I really don't see as much difference between the classes. But then again, I haven't played it as much.
What, in Battlefield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of feel like there's actually not an appreciable difference in the Battlefield classes, which is sort of unfortunate, because I otherwise really do like Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the classes themselves really don't mean that much. It's just sort of like what weapons they have access to, primarily.
Yeah, and like I would just kind of, I know what you mean, and like I would just kind of stick with one particular class. Like in my case, it was like the engineer, because I wouldn't really have any other like reason. Because to me, like they all kind of function more or less the same. But
yeah, I think that's the one I play. Support, whatever it's called, because they have the light machine gun, which is wonderful. Because I mean, like, I had a lot of trouble figuring out what I wanted to play in that game, partly because, you know, the classes don't have a shit ton of variety between them, so it's kind of hard to figure out, you know, like, what kind of role do I want to fill, and it's more like, what should I play, and then what weapon of that class do I like. And then after I found out that game had a suppression system, I was totally sold on the light machine gun thing. I don't know, I'm really a fan of suppression in shooters. I feel like it's an interesting idea.
well, isn't that like the more realistic of the Like more realistic shooters typically have suppression types of mechanics built in.
Yeah, generally.
So are you just more of like that type of, like, do you just prefer shooters that are that type of thing, like that like that take one hit and you're dead kind of gameplay?
These days, I probably not always, because I mean, like I said, I like playing CF2 from time to time, but for the most part, like one of the things that really interested me in Metro when I was originally like not interested in that game at all was the sheer fact that guns are super potent in that game. At least on the higher difficulties, and like 1 or 2 shots will kill an enemy. But
that time we cleaned up pretty well.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I did that well. Usually when we play this game, I do really terribly.
You kind of have to get used to it again. I'm sure it's a visible difference from Red Orchestra.
Well, to a certain degree, although I feel like it's sort of helps that I've been playing a shooter all day.
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing Guild Wars 2. I've been like really into Guild Wars 2 this weekend. I don't know why. Like all of a sudden just hit me to start playing that again.
Yeah, I've been seeing you in game with, well, not myself, but on Steam.
Been watching you.
Yeah. Just been hanging out, following you around. It's a cake.
Never helping.
Ow. I don't know. I feel like all of a sudden I've sort of lost a lot of my interest in MMOs.
Really?
Somehow, like, yeah.
I feel like I never would have heard you say that.
Yeah, considering that I'm usually super into them, I just have like no desire to play one right now.
Huh. I guess we all go through those times when we're not quite as inclined to play. For me, it's like going between one and the other.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm still interested in WildStar, and I want to follow it, but I'm not. I don't know. I just like. I was playing SWTOR and Guild Wars for a little bit there, but now I just have like really no desire to play them at the moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, kind of do have to be in the mood for them, and they're not always like there's the times when you're really into shooters and that kind of gameplay, and then there's other times when you're just really into MMOs. It's just, I don't know. I've always been heavily focused in either one or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I think it might be partially because I've been playing a lot of Fallout New Vegas lately.
Oh yeah.
And I've just sort of, it's a shooter and it's also an RPG, and I kind of mod and play those games in such a way that, like, it's a whole experience, kind of. And so, as a result, I just don't really feel inclined to, like, play other things.
Right.
Because I get so much out of that while I'm playing it. Which is kind of nice in a certain way. Oh, sweet. You're a healer.
Yep. I feel like I had to be useful.
Don't let him kill you. I'll get him.
Well, I got blasted away, but...
He tried to charge me. I didn't let him.
Oh, yes.
Is that you?
Hit him with syringes.
When did you get that hat?
That was from Halloween. Yeah, last Halloween. For that, like, bullshit boss encounter. I don't know if you did that.
No, I have not had an opportunity to play during one of the holidays.
Oh.
Game above.
It did, indeed. That guy was playing around with a practice rocket launcher. I guess he decided to start playing seriously.
Oh, sniper.
That is one class in this game I never bothered to, like, get good at.
I don't know. I play sniper sometimes. There was a while there where I was getting really into sniper, and then afterwards I just stopped. I do like some of the versatility the sniper has, though, between like the huntsman and its other guns.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spy.
See, I wanted to get good with the huntsman because that seemed like a interesting weapon. But
it's not the easiest.
no.
It definitely takes some practice.
And I was just never able to commit to all that, I guess.
I compensate for being a terrible sniper by using shit, I don't know what it's called, but it's the sniper rifle that Girardi's people.
Oh, the Sydney Sleeper?
Yeah. Because see, what I'd rather do, rather than being a super elite sniper and like focusing on getting headshots, is I would rather support team. Holy Jesus. And I know that like good snipers support the team and whatever, but I feel like I help more by Girardiing people like that than wasting my time trying to get headshots.
Because snipers are typically the type of people who just kind of like, stay by themselves and just kind of like see if they can beat their high score, more or less.
Yeah, or they just end up sniping and counter-sniping other snipers.
Yeah, which seems more or less useless.
Oh yeah, I'm on the top of the board for my team.
Well, that's good.
That's really kind of surprising to me, actually.
Oh, I love crit rocketing myself. Got a crit jump.
See, the one thing that you do that I don't do is rocket jump, and I know that I should, because that's like a soldier arsenal thing, but I don't. Rocket jumping...
I don't know, I think one of the main strategies for soldier is that, like, if you're above people, you're more effective.
That's true.
So I love jumping above people and just raining down rockets on them.
I've always had this issue where, since rocket jumping takes health from you, and I know it doesn't take like that much health, but since it takes health, I've just never wanted to do it. Partially because I'm not good at rocket jumping, and I usually have to try like more than once to get where I need to be. And I know that's what they made the practice rocket for.
That's why it's good. Yeah, that's why I do rocket jumping. The edge.
Yeah, well, I have a higher score than you despite the lack of rocket jumping, so I don't want to fucking you.
We'll see about that.
Get on my level.
I've been swapping around different classes. I'm not even...
18 kills, 8 deaths. On my level.
14-9 for me. I'll get there. Don't you worry.
Although, my team is getting kind of rolled right now.
Yeah, they seem to be focused on killing.
Get the hell away from spawn.
I am not camping spawn.
Not you. Some other soldier is.
Oh.
Actually, a whole bunch of their team is camping our spawn.
Yeah.
Classy.
Do not like to indulge in that. That spy is
Oh, killed myself.
not doing good.
Although, I don't know. I guess spawn camping, as shitty as it is a semi-valid strategy on this map since it's so fucking small.
Yeah, I should have just switched to my shotgun there.
However...
Hmm.
People who spawn camp make me unhappy.
I will no longer be their friend. Sure.
Yeah, Nucleus is kind of fun.
Can be.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Get out of my control point.
Oh, Jesus. That spy isn't really disguising himself.
Well, he's trying to use his pistol like a sniper.
But he doesn't have the one that crits on headshots, though. So I don't know,
man. I didn't say it was good.
Well, he was just standing out in the middle of the battlefield just shooting people.
One of your spies stabbed me. Bitch. Son of a...
Coming back.
Do so much for my team, and they let me down.
Oh, thought I was dead there. See, this is why I stick on my team and don't get auto-balanced.
It's because they auto-balanced you.
They auto-balanced me? I didn't even...
Yeah. We started on red.
Damn it. That...
I refuse to allow this. I simply refuse.
Get on that spawn point, man. You can do it. You're a hero. Now, hopefully, if my team does not completely derp out, we can reclaim that point. So I've seen that happen. We'd go from, like, way in the lead, and then they'd cap the point, and then we'd just kind of, like, give up. Or just start focusing on killing.
Oh, jeez. This is
and I know...
super interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. Alright.
If you guys even take it, you win by default. Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Nobody on the point. That's not okay.
I'm on there. Okay. I'm like the only one there, but nobody else is helping. Like, I hate when that happens. They're all hanging around our shed for no reason. They're like 5 of them are trying to kill a spy or a scout or something. This shit.
Oh, they've all gone scout. Everybody's gone scout.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Scout fiesta.
I knew this was going to happen as soon as I started talking about it.
Slash flex.
Oh my god. Where was my team? I was the only one.
Wham, bam, boom.
They were all just freaking goofing off elsewhere. Oh my god.
That was gratifying.
I hate pugs.
Hey, man.
Alright. Next time, Link Cable. More Team Fortress. Possibly.